Currently, I'm a recruiting assistant in the player personnel in the football office. And what that entails is official visits, unofficial visits of prospects, student athletes. I try my best when I see fit to mentor and talk to the guys on the team now, head them in the right direction, be there if there are any questions. I'm not overstepping anybody. I don't go and just try to talk to anybody. I'm just there for the help. I've been to this place. I love this place, and I just got a special place in my heart for kids and making sure they're gonna get the same experiences and maximize what Tech has to offer. So I'm enjoying it, I really am. I grew up in South Carolina, small community, 800 people, close knit. All we did was play football, basketball also. We would watch a game, go outside and play the game right afterwards. And for a long time, I just had a passion just for football, just for having fun. I didn't know I was going to be really talented enough to carry my talents to college, but I just kept working. My dad instilled believe in myself, and at the end of the day, make sure you're able to look in the mirror and give it everything you've got. And lo and behold, I went to high school, won a starting job as a freshman playing quarterback, and then Bobby Bowden, Joe Paterno, Tommy Osborne, all sat in my living room just to try to offer me a scholarship to help my mom, my dad, be the first person to really get out of my community to go somewhere and be successful. And I came here, and one thing about the funniest thing about coming to Georgia Tech, a lot of people don't know, is that I came here we were 1-10. So it wasn't about football, it wasn't about national championship and ACC championships. At that point in time, it was all about the brand, the contacts, the networking, the city life, Fortune 500, the opportunity 40 years down the road, and I tell you, I've been blessed. I've been blessed. One thing I've always said about George O'Leary, who's my coach, and Danny Smith, who recruited me, there was a lot of honesty. He came into my living room and said I'd have the opportunity to compete and start. And that's why some schools, my hometown school, Clemson, would not take athlete off of it. I begged them. Hey, I understand you recruiting me. I'm excited to go to Clemson. I'm excited to be a part of it, but could you please take athlete off and put quarterback? They refused. I'm at Georgia Tech, and that's what happened. I came here, and it was a redshirt junior, and I was a redshirt freshman, and we competed, man. I mean, healthy competition, not the type of competition to where I would tell him the wrong coverage. I would be praying for him to mess up. It was all in healthy, team-oriented deal, and I was fortunate enough to win the starting job. And it was NC State. It was NC State first game, and I thought I was prepared, but I saw a lot of red in the crowd. I saw fans booing and heckling, and my teammates, they pulled me out in that one, and it was just. It was a great moment, but very, very nervous one, man. And starting as a redshirt freshman on a away ball game, it was something I always remember. It was a great feeling. And we won the ball game, so, kudos to that. My dad always said that if you're gonna be a leader and you have a voice, the guys are gonna be next to you, use it. So then I started to say, if you guys are gonna be around, well, let's catch some extra routes. If you guys want to come to my room and hang out, and if I decided let's get some extra work in the weight room, they coming. So all of a sudden you're using your notoriety and your success for the team. And it just kind of grew, and I matured, and I was well respected, and I worked, man. I always felt that it was God-given. I've always felt that a lot of people play the game of football. I'm no different. So for me to go out there and act like I'm mighty too goody all up in my show and try to show guys up just for my talent, it just wasn't worth it. So all I wanted to do is play. I wanted to make sure, and I knew at that point that with the Heisman came a lot of responsibility, but I also knew you were on the scout report. And when you're on the scout report doing some good things, you got to reinvent yourself. You got to go to the practice field and work on different moves, have different things in mind, elevate it to another level. If he can go that, because I always feel that we all can get better at something every offseason. And my coaches, my teammates, they had my back, man. I mean, they really had my back. And I was the type of leader that I was hard, but I was approachable. And when I say I was hard, I would always approach that person I needed to talk to with the respect that if I ever had a bad day or a bad weight room or I'm down and not playing well, they can easily come to me just like I go to them. It was a two-headed sword. So I think everybody wanted me to do well because of the Heisman aid. We also understood as a school and as a team that if I did well, we all did well, we all would get the glory. So it was hard, but I relied on my teammates a lot. Even this past year going into the Hall of Fame, is it me? Honestly, who is this? Because when you look at it, I'm a historian of football. I've known the greats, the Marcus Allen, the Joe Montana, everybody. And all of a sudden, you're in that group and your name is in a stadium from Alvin, South Carolina. It's something else. And a saying that my dad has always used, that he said, son, if you ever seen a frog on top of the Empire State Building, you best believe he didn't get there by himself. Somebody put him there. So he was saying that to let you know that the awards, Davy O'Brien, second in the Heisman, and those things, somebody helped you. So it was easy for me to really, share it with my teammates. Understand that when I went in the Hall of Fame, my teammates, Georgia Tech went in. When I got to Davy O'Brien, my receivers, my O-line, the defense for helping us get the ball back, we all got that award. So it was humbling, but I think my teammates and everybody around felt that they were a part of it too. I didn't end football in playing, but I got to be around it. For me to be happy and me to not have a frown on my face, I've got to scratch that itch. Here at Georgia Tech, being around the players, being around the staff, it is really scratching that itch for me right now, because that's all I've known is football and being around it. And eventually, that's what all I'm going to be doing. I'm not a desk guy, a 9-to-5 type guy. I'm outside teaching people, honing in on other guys and making sure that their lives in a better place, and just render the service of what I've been through and the lessons I've learned, and try to impart that into everybody else.